Hi stylers, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, I am Renee and I share all things home related DIY, and I'm start sharing some day in the life with me so you guys can know me a little bit better. Makeover, and I hope you enjoy. So this is the kitchen we're working with. Let me know down in the comment if this is a tiny kitchen or a small kitchen. So I'll be getting the countertop painted. I will be painting the cabinets. Most of the stuffs are cleared out behind the scene, so I will just start prepping by removing the varnish of these cabinets. So here I sprayed some degreaser to clean off the grease of the cabinet, and then I use a varnish to remove the varnish remover to remove the varnish of the cabinets as well. Afterwards I went in with some bleach just to clean it down some more because it did still look dirty, and after that we started to removing the doors of the top cabinet. So here we are removing the doors of the top cabinet. Remember to try and label each door so that you don't get mixed up when you're going to put them back on, but in this case we're not labeling because it's only two slim door at the top and one large door, so we can't make any mistake there. So try and label your doors so that they go back the same place. Another hack that you can use with the inches, you can spray paint the inches that you already have if you don't want to purchase new inches. So now we're sanding the cabinets. It is recommended to sand the cabinets so that the paint sits nice on the cabinet. So we are not using a primer in this case because the paint that we're using is a low sheen Berger paint. I think we should have used primer, but it never really mattered to us. But you can use primer. Primer is a good thing that you can use to let the paint hold as well. So here is the white paint that we're using from Berger paint. So this one we're just giving it a few coats first to see what it look like. So we're going in with one coat around the trim just to see how it adheres to it. So we're using the brush first, and this is what it looks like after one coat. So now that that coat is dry, we're going in with the roller now to see how best it will absorb the paint, and it look like it's adhering to the paint properly at this point. It's a good thing we started working in the night because actually the next day we were deciding to do this project, rainfall the entire day, and that would have been a hold up. So I'm happy that we decided to tackle this job from the night. So here we are tackling the door outside, and then we can go back inside again and check on the cupboards to see how best it hold up, and it's looking pretty good. It's taking up the paint. So now we're tackling the stove. Now the stove have some rust that started to show most recently. I have this stove 8 years now and it works fine for me. I don't see any need to buy a new stove because it's working fine. So I decided that I'm going to spray this stove. I watched a couple videos and I see where it works. So here we're going in with a primer for the stove, and then once we use a primer we will let that dry, tackle back the cupboard. So now we're tackling the bottom cupboards now. So here we give it one coat, and then we're going with the white on the stove. So we are back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but this is a total failure as well. So heading outside, the little kitchen unit that I had, the top piece actually came off or fall off, whatever we want to call it. So I decided to use the bottom piece to put the microwave on it just as it was, and some other stuff. So we are just back and forth inside now. Here under the sink it needs some silicone because it seems like it was lifting and all. So here we are just sealing the sink with this silicone. So once we seal the sink with the silicone, we leave that to dry, and then we tackle another project. So now that the doors are dry, we are going to put them back up. Now please remember, when you're putting up back the door, you put them back to the correct space, so that you don't have any lean door or elongated door due to you not putting it at the same spot. Now we're heading to the countertop. Now this countertop, I think it is the main thing that pushed me to do this kitchen makeover. I hated it. Just like how we talk about ugly flooring, the countertop is tiled. And it crack, it chip, me just never inspire. Me love cooking in the kitchen, and me love the kitchen, but me never inspired with the countertop. So here we are using some tile grout and to fill out those holes, and so, and then we're using a wet cloth to wipe off the excess grout and stuff. So once we fill it, we will sand it afterwards. So we're just wiping off the excess grout at this point in time, and then we can go in with the sanding. So now we are using the sandpaper. This is what again? This is a 80, or they call it 80 grit. It have number 80. So you have the soft one, which is like 120. This one is a rough sandpaper. And then we start to paint. Now, paint with the brush as usual, and then we go in with the roller. So we are using the same Berger white paint because it's a low sheen paint, and I believe if anything should happen, it can easily wipe off. I believe we should use primer, but let we see how best it hold up. It's the first time, because even when I was researching, not a lot of persons mention tile painting, and even so they have special paints overseas for tile. Out here in Jamaica, nobody have no paint for tile. Most people have said them don't even know say tile can paint, but because I did it when I was 15, I'm trying it again now. So this is the next day, and we're outside now again with this kitchen unit. So we are giving it another coat because, you know, we stopped last night around 12 a.m. in the morning because we body there get tired, and I'm glad that we did, because as you can see outside is a bit bleaky, and it's a good thing I started early because the rain started falling. So we're giving the drawer a coat, and then I'm going to spray paint the knobs and the handles. So these are some silver handles that were on the kitchen unit. I'm spraying them black, so I'm giving it a few coats. It is the Harris brand paint and primer, so we are giving it a few coats, and then I'm going to tackle the stove again. Now this is where the fail come in. We spray painted the stove white, and then we went to seal it with some clear. Now as you can see, this clear is yellow, so it let the stove look yellow white, so it has a yellow undertone. So as you can see, it's a different color than the top. So I took it outside because me did upset, and we just spray it black, and I like that happened because the black really look good and things. So here I am spraying it black with the same paint and primer black spray paint. So giving it a few coat of the black and leaving it to dry while I tackle another project. So now I'm going to add the wallpaper. This is the wallpaper that I'll be using. So I'll be putting this in the back. Onto the flooring now. Now this is a vinyl flooring. It's a vinyl flooring, vinyl, whichever way you pronounce it. I got this at Pink's Fabric. I got roll. This piece of purchase would have been about, this is about 2 yards, so this would be about $1,800 because it's $900 for a yard. So you can just purchase it and put it down flat. This was the one I put in my daughter's room at my family home as well, and my cousin bought it and it really stand up. So here I'm putting on the knobs, and guys, I am loving this kitchen. I am loving this kitchen, and I know you guys are waiting on the before and the after, but let me show you what my living room is looking like. Yeah, this is the reality of my living room. Me have to clean up while me I do the kitchen, and the work just begin after me finish the kitchen, because all of these stuff have to go back inside of the kitchen, so it's a lot of work. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to comment down below. Let me know your favorite part of this video. Let me know what you would change, what you would do better. Let me know as well if you plan to change something up in your kitchen. And I hope you subscribe if you love home decor content, and so you don't miss out, remember to hit that notification bell. Thank you again for watching. See you on the next video. Mwah.